let's see. Let me have y'all mute. Check your mute button. Make sure that you're muted. Perfect. Because sometimes it'll give feedback from my end. Mary Kay Corporate is actually going to be on the call with us today because, oh, there she goes. She popped right now. There you go. You're straight and golden. So Mary Kay is going to jump on in just a little bit. So we're going to be watching for her name. But during the meantime, we are so incredibly grateful that you are on and proud to have you as a part of the Leadership Future National Area. And we are building and growing the leadership of Mary Kay. We will absolutely shape this company. So let's get started with Emily. Do you want to do your part, my dear?
Yes. Okay, ladies. There we go. Okay. My name is Emily Lewis. I am a sales director. I've been a sales director for almost 2 years. And so I am loving it. I've been building my business for 3. And what inspired me to start my business? I wanted the discount, to be honest. I wanted the half price. And then just what inspired me to actually start working, I needed a job. So we moved and I could not find a job in my career. And so I just started working my business a little bit. And then we needed to bring my husband home from his career to be a stay-at-home dad. And so that's when I really, really picked it up and started working my business. So that's it. What inspires me to stay is the friendships. Plain and simple. I love the ladies that I've gotten to meet. I have so many connections, so many friendships that go so much deeper than lipstick. So, Maureen Ship.
My name is Maureen Ship. I have been with Mary Kay for almost 24 and a half years, and I've been a sales director for 23 and a half years. And I also joined for the discount. Apparently, we're a bunch of frugal gals. Nothing wrong with that. And but what inspired me to build my business was I experienced the caliber of women that were in Mary Kay, and I understood that for my children, I could not give to them what I did not have myself. And that was personal confidence. And I saw women on a stage communicating with 8,000 people that they would never get $1 from. And they absolutely poured their absolute best into them. And I was swept away. I was like, that is what it's about right there. And so that's what compelled me to stay, that and the personal growth. I love it. I think that we all have space where we can grow, and this provides a safe arena to be able to do that. And it is a sisterhood that calls each other higher. And I am all about that. It's not about excellence. I mean, it's about excellence. It's not about perfection, because there was only one perfect. So now Emily is going to share with the consultants how to communicate their results from last week.
Yes. So last week, we celebrated a new way, and we're going to do that again. So I want everyone that's a consultant, you're going to click the little in the chat, click the little arrow that says everyone, and you're going to find my name, Emily Lewis. Okay. And you are going to chat to just me, not to everyone, your sales for the week. So that is how much you sold retail dollars after discounts, before tax. Okay, total sales for the week. You're going to send how many times you shared about the Mary Kay business, if you got a new team member this week, and then how many bookings you have. Okay, so same things we've been. Perfect. So I'm going to put that in the chat one more time just to make sure everybody's got what they're sending over to me. Sales, team building. Oh, that was not how you spelled building. And bookings. That's what you're sending over to me in a private message. And we are so excited okay, perfect. Awesome. They're coming through. So if you cannot figure it out and you need help, you can text me, but send them in the chat so that way we can get y'all all tallied up for our celebration at the end. Perfect.
Oh, here she comes, Margaret Adkins. with Mary Kay Corporate. Everybody do a little jazz hands once she gets on. Yay!
Yay!
Welcome, Margaret. We're so glad that you are here.
Oh, wait, can y'all hear me and see me?
Yes.
I've never gotten such an introduction or a welcome.
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me.
So glad you are here. How did your other Zoom thing go?
It went so well. It was so fun. For context, y'all, it was the Uniquely Hue Makeover Contest winning masterclass. So we did a smoky eye makeup look, and the winners just loved it, and I got to bring guests. It was fabulous. It ran a little bit behind, so I apologize I'm late, but I am here and just can't wait to sit in.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are so glad that you are here. We have gone through just a little bit about the directors who are on. We have a guest, and the guest is going to go into a breakout room and is going to enjoy a pampering session. Where's Melissa? There's Melissa with some jazz hands. There we go. So she is going to be going with the beautiful, I can't say your first name yet, Miss Cortez. Jazz hands. Give some jazz hands, Miss Cortez. There we go. She is the guest, and she is going to be going into the breakout room. And so if you will go ahead, and Emily's setting that up right now. Do you know how to go into a breakout room?
You should see a
I
button.
think so. I have a link right now.
Okay.
Is this to join? Do I join it right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, there she goes. Hey, Selena, welcome, welcome. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go over some leadership training, some leadership skills, because it's, as I have said before, everyone has the same starter kit. Everyone has the same marketing plan. So what makes some women say, I can do this. I can become a red jacket. I can earn a car. I can lead other women. I can be a Mary Kay sales director. I can lead a lot of women. I can be a national sales director. What makes that gap difference? It is how she thinks and what she believes. Always. You cannot convince me differently. I know too much. So who remembers what Leadership AAA stands for? What do the 3 A's stand for? Anybody? No. Anyone? Anybody? Dara's going for it.
I can. Accountability.
Accountability
is the one I can always remember.
Lindsay said advancement.
Advancement. Okay, Ashley said something. It was an A, but she's on mute. So
Action.
Action. Yes, action. I love it. Activity, accountability, advancement. It takes action. Nobody gets there. I mean, anyway, activity. The other thing is accountability. When we have that sisterhood where, like, come on, let's go. And when we see our sisters going, we're like, girl, you ain't going without me. Let's go. Because it will help us do more than we would have without it. And the last is advancement. You will advance. You become like the 5 people you hang around the most. When they are going up, you will go up. So with that said, let's dig in. So last week, Marian Forrest trained on priority management and how it helps create the framework from which you have emotional management and time management. Because when you understand your priorities, then it supports your emotions because it attaches meaning to what you are doing. It also helps you handle your time because when you want your priority, you handle your time better. So it kind of acts like gasoline to the goal. So today we are going to talk more about attitude determining altitude. Mary Kay Ash herself said that you can do everything right with the wrong attitude and it doesn't go well. You can do everything wrong with the right attitude and miracles happen. That is how important your attitude is. It literally determines results. It literally determines results, and it can help things drag or it can help things rocket. So let's talk about your Mary Kay career path goal. I want you to write on your paper what your Mary Kay career path goal is. So that's like consultant. We are all consultants. We all make 50% profit on the product sales. Then the next one is senior sales director. That's when you have senior consultant. That's when you have one consultant on your team. The next one is red jacket. That's when you have 3. Team leader has 5. Director has 30, and you can earn a car at, hold on, I've got to check my cheat sheet. What's the car? Emily, what's the car?
23.
23. There we go. They just changed some of the qualifications. So write down on your piece of paper what your goal is. Your Mary Kay career path goal. Okay, so I have been doing this for 24 years. So I know that sometimes the goal that you want goes a little bit like faster in your head than it does in your reality. Has anybody noticed that yet? Maybe. If you have been in for more than 15 minutes, then you will have noticed that. And I will always tell you that is always a great thing, not a bad thing. If it is going as fast in your reality as it is in your head, sister, you're not dreaming big enough. You're not believing big enough for yourself. So always, when you start feeling that feeling, just know that that is great and that you see greatness in yourself. That is great. Okay, so I want you to write down on your piece of paper now. I'm going to say a dollar amount, and then you're going to say what you would do with it. Like, do you know what you are working towards? Here's what I have found. Because I just came out of a season where I hit the big goal. And we are trained in Mary Kay. I train on this. Set the next goal. Well, it happened off my lips, but it didn't happen in my head and my heart. So I finished the big goal and I did not set the next goal. And what happens is you kind of start swinging down here and you hang for a while. So I just got through with the support of my husband, like going, we're on, sister. So what I want you to do is write on your piece of paper what your non-Mary Kay goal is. It's probably tangible. It doesn't have to be noble. Okay, so hang on. Give me just a second to get this organized. It's too big. I don't know what's big, but it's big. Okay, so raise your hand if you know what you're working for, non-Mary Kay. Raise your hand if you know what you're working for, non-Mary Kay goal. Okay, awesome. Raise your hand if you don't, or you're still like kind of figuring it out. Okay, thank you, Stormy, for being honest. Super appreciate that. Because it is what it is. Like, if you would have asked me before I'd figured it out, like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, because I didn't. And it took having some external questions asked to clarify my thoughts. Okay. And now that my thoughts are clarified, I am like, I have so much energy and I have so much passion and I am so incredibly ready to work and to recruit and to sell and to do all the things. Now, was I doing it before? Yes. Yes, I was. And this is about the level of results that I enjoyed. But when you are genuinely ignited, then people will come just to watch you burn. So set yourself on fire. Okay, so I'm going to write. Now, you know, for those of you who know what your goal is, like you're going to write whatever you're going to write. For those of you who don't, this may help inspire. Okay, so $50. What do you do with it? Write down what you do with $50 profit from your Mary Kay money. I don't care how you got it. I don't care if you sold. I don't care if you added a Great Start Qualified. I don't care if it was your commission check, $50. $150. $500. Now it's getting interesting. Making some choices now. $2,000. How far did you get on your goal with those additional amounts? Yeah, moving on it. Yes, that's what it's about. When you know what you want, your brain will go to work figuring out how to make it happen. One of the things that I invested in myself, you will always hear me say, you are the best investment you will ever make. You are the best investment you will ever make. I invested in myself. I went away for a 3-day workshop thing. And it was like, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000. I don't remember. I just remember going, dang. But here was my takeaway. Here was my takeaway. Your brain, when you are told a statement, your brain works at, we'll call it 400 bits per second. That's not a thing, but whatever, 400 bits per second. But when you are asked a question, then your brain works at something like 25,000 bits per second. It runs through all of the data. And then it comes up with the answer. And that is why when I am sharing the opportunity, I ask them questions so that their brain can run through all of the data to come up with their answer. Because two things happen when that happens. Number one is it is the right answer for them because they have data in their head that I can't possibly know. I don't know their home situation. I don't know their financial situation. I don't know their timetable. I don't know any of that, but they do. And if all I'm doing is telling them, they're like, that doesn't work and that won't work and that's not. But when I ask them a question, then their brain figures out how it can work in their world. And the second thing that happens is, well, who figured it out? Did I tell them or did they tell themselves? They told themselves. Well, if you tell yourself, you know that's right because you're right. And so therefore they know that it's right because it's their answer for themselves. So whenever possible, whether it is your team members or your children or your spouse or your significant, whatever, ask questions. because it helps you better understand them, and it helps them better understand them. Because when they better understand themselves, the benefit of that is their needs get met faster. When I understand myself, my needs get met faster. As a result of that, I don't have to focus on me because I'm good. I get to pour out onto others. That's what it's about. So don't just ask questions of others, ask questions of yourself, or go to a trusted source. Like whenever I couldn't figure out my goal, like Dawn was like, well, you kind of like are like this. And I'm like, I'm absolutely like that. And he's like, what about? And I'm like, ooh, you know what we could, because my brain just went to work. And that's what it's about, is finding something that ignites you. Why is it important to ignite you? I had something else that was noble. And you say it from a, seminar stage and it sounds so good. Oh my gosh, just from the lips of God. But it did not ignite me. It did not ignite me. It was my plan, not his plan. But this one does ignite me, and he made me this way, and therefore it is his plan. So you have down what you would do with $2,000. Now write down what you would do with $10,000. Who would be willing to share their $10,000 goal with us?
I will. The $10,000 goal would be to put a hefty down payment on a truck for my husband.
There you go. And would that help you keep calling people when they say no, thank you?
Yes.
If that will truly move your spirit and your soul, that's your goal. Sometimes we can't figure it out on 50, but we can figure it out when the number's high enough. Anybody else want to share? Thank you, Dara, for sharing. I appreciate you being vulnerable like that. Anybody else?
I can.
Okay.
I just recently discovered my goal. So we have a lot of land where I live, and I have just a very small pen for my dogs, and there's no gate up front. I mean, there's no security. We're just in the middle of the woods. And so sometimes like I want that extra security. So I've talked with Brock, and I want to fence the whole place and put a gate up front, and I know a fence doesn't mean I'm safe, but that is like something I want. And every time I pull in the driveway, I think about that. I want a gate. I want a gate. I want a gate. And I've said that for a year, but when we really were working on our goal setting the other day, I was like, that's it. That's my goal.
Have you picked out the gate?
I've been Pinteresting. So
Been pinning gates. Been pinning
yes.
gates.
Yeah, so it's been my Pinterest feed is kind of crazy right now, but
I bet it is.
but I do have some ideas going. So
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. I cannot wait to drive through that gate.
I can't wait for you too.
That will be super fun. That will be super fun. Anyone else want to share their $10,000 goal?
I want to put a down payment on a home that is ours and not someone else's.
I love it. That is fabulous. Yes. And that one may not have come to you with $50 goal, but yeah, definitely with 10,000, you're like, okay, now we got nickels to work with. Excellent. But you got to get through the 50 to get to the 250, to get through the 500, to all the things. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Anybody-
$50 is a tank of gas.
Yeah. Right. Anybody else want to share? Okie doke. A part of having the goal is it helps with emotional management. It helps manage your emotion when someone says no, thank you, whether they say it in a kind way or a less than kind way, because it's easier to understand that it's a part of the process because you see the journey, you see the purpose. So make sure that you know what your goal is, because it will absolutely help you maximize the moments rather than expect larger chunks of time to happen, because it doesn't always happen that way. When my babies were little and I was building my business, I literally had moments. I didn't even have minutes. I had moments, but I maximized those because I knew the goal was directorship, because it was going to give me the security, kind of like Lindsay, the security that I needed in my heart. So it will also help you manage your time, and it will absolutely produce in you strength of character. So we always say in Mary Kay, who you become will always have more value than what you get. What you get is fabulous and nice and wonderful and does not need to be noble. But who you become in the process is priceless, because it allows you not to focus as much on you because your needs are met, and it allows you to focus on others. And that's what it's all about. Okay, it is, thank y'all so much. It is Emily's turn, and she is going to take it away.
Yay. Okay. Let's see. Get my screen switched over here. Thank you so much, Maureen. I took so many notes. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, couple of announcements and then we'll get to celebrations. So January Jumpstart, y'all, is right around the corner. It is so close. And if you have not heard, it's in Arkansas. We don't even have to go very far. So in the chat is a form for you to sign up. Okay, January Jumpstart is $40 and it is January 6th and 7th. Okay, 6th is a sleepover for red jackets. So you have to be in red by the end of this month to get access to that sleepover. And you're going to want to be there. It's going to be lots of fun. And you are going to have some FOMO, fear of missing out, if you're not there. So get in your red jacket so you can be at the sleepover. And then 7th is at the Vines, is what it's called. The address is in the registration link, but it is a retreat center in Little Rock. And it's going to be such an incredible time just to sit down for a minute and focus your new year. What do you want out of your business? What do you want out of your life the next year? Who do you want to be? Like Maureen said, who do you want to be next December? We're going to hash all of those details out that day in January. So you do not want to miss it. Stormy, you should definitely fly in from California.
I agree. I totally agree.
So you want to be there. The other thing we've got happening is another thing in Arkansas. Sorry, guys. We got lots of things happening in Arkansas. Sunday, this Sunday at 2:00, Maureen is coming to town. Woo! Stormy, Little Rock, there is only one airport and the code is LIT. And I will pick you up, sweet friend. I will be there with bells on. This Sunday at 2:00, we are having an ugly Christmas sweater contest where we are sharing products and the business and all of that fun stuff. The address is in the chat in just a second. And if you need that invite, if you have not seen that invite, put in the chat that you need that invite and I will make sure you have it by the end of the night. Or text me, and I will make sure you've got it. I think that's it for announcements. Are y'all ready for some celebrations? Y'all are not seeing, I'm not seeing a bunch of happy celebration faces. Yay, okay. Let me take me off spotlight so we can see everybody. Okay, we are going to start with our sales for the week. So we had so many people open up their store. So congratulations. In 6th place, we had Lindsay Breeding. Yay! In 5th place, we had Ashley Huffman. Congratulations. Woo! 4th place, we had Marion Cash Rose. Yay! So proud of you ladies. In 3rd place, we had Dara Ronquillo.
Top 3. Woo.
Yay, top 3. 2, we had Stormy Lee. Congratulations, Stormy. And in 1st place, we had Melissa Runyon. She's off doing our breakout room for, yep. She's also in her red jacket. She's number 1. There you go. Congratulations. Okay, and then for sharing, we had our top 2. So in 2nd place, we had Lindsay Breeding. Congratulations, Lindsay. She shared the business with 1 person this week. And then in 1st place, we had Melissa Runyon. She shared the business with 4 ladies. Woo. She is committed to being in Nashville. Can you tell? She's gonna be there. I already have a spot in my room for her. So you can be there too, though. There is plenty of space. There is plenty of space. So 10 active consultants gets you to Nashville next month. And we would love nothing more than to have more DIQs beside us, locking arms with us, walking through Nashville. We cannot wait. There is room for you. Okay. The last thing we want to celebrate is our bookings, because we know nothing happens until somebody sells something, and you need some bookings to be able to sell something. So in 4th place, we had a tie. We had Stormy Lee and Dara Ronquillo. Yay! Then in 3rd place, we had Lindsay Breeding. Congratulations with 2 bookings. Then in 2nd place, we had Melissa Runyon with 5 bookings. Woo! And in 1st place, we had Marion Cash Rose with 8 bookings. Woo! Yay!
So incredibly proud of her. Good job, Marion.
Yay. Okay, ladies.
Okay. Thank y'all so much for being on. And Margaret, thank you so very much for honoring us with your time. We are so grateful. It really means a lot to us.
Thank you so much. I am feeling inspired and ready to take on this Tuesday. I really appreciate y'all letting me just listen in and just see this side. It's so inspirational. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Maureen and the whole team. Nice to meet y'all. And yes, we want to see you in Nashville.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. We are very glad. We will have a big old body hug for you. So
there we go.
What we're going to do now is we actually break out into our individual unit meetings in the breakout rooms, and then we lead from that place. Okay, so you're welcome to join us, or you're welcome to go start taking your makeup off for the night, whatever works for you.
Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a great night, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Okay, ladies, you should see breakout room at the bottom. So you can go ahead and click. The first one's pampering session. So scroll past that one and then find your director's name and join that breakout. Ashley, you're with me. Party. And I'm going to stop our stream real quick. And if you cannot find it, give me just a second and I'll force you over there. Perfect. Hey, Selena, are you in Maureen's unit? Oh, she's gone. Fabulous.